Hey guys, welcome back to iFoodReal. This is a healthy instant pot recipes channel and my name is Olina and here I am again sharing another recipe today. But first, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon not to miss any new recipe. I show up here not only on Fridays, but I show up here Wednesday and Friday, 9 a.m. PST. Wednesday we share instant pot tips and Friday we share recipes. And today we are making, Ukrainian and me is gonna be super happy. We're making instant pot mashed potatoes. So you might wonder, Olina, are you a crazy woman? Why would you make mashed potatoes in instant pot? Let me tell you why. Once you try, you will never go back. Well, sometimes, but really guys, one pot, 30 minutes, and you don't have to drain the potatoes. And you don't have to cut them into small pieces. You can actually cut them in pretty big. I'll show you. And you don't have to warm up milk separately. Are you sold yet? I am. So let's do that. And also you can make mashed sweet potatoes in here. Hi guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. So first I want to talk about what are the best potatoes to make mashed potatoes with. And if you are in North America, usually you will see in the stores russet potatoes, red potatoes, yellow potatoes, or Yukon Gold potatoes. And for the mashed potatoes, russet potatoes are the best. I hope you know russet potatoes, but if you don't, this is the large brown potato, and it is less waxy than red or yellow potatoes. So when you make them, they're more starchy and they mash better, because I recently actually made red mashed potatoes. They were okay, but they were just a little bit waxy. So here we're using organic russet potatoes. I like organic potatoes. Not because I'm fancy, but because potatoes actually do absorb the pesticides if they're conventionally grown. And there is dirty dozen and there is clean 15 list. You can Google for yourself. So potatoes are important to buy organic. All right, so here I have peeled potatoes. And like I promised you, you don't have to cut them into small cubes. You just cut them in rounds. You see? So you just make 4 chops instead of 24 and put them in Instant Pot. So this literally takes, see, like even rounds like this. How cool is that? Chopping potatoes takes minutes instead of 22. Did they say 4 instead of 24? Okay, see? So here I have 3 pounds, and that's what the recipe calls for. I would say 3 pounds is good for 6 people, 6 to 8, 6. So you add potatoes to Instant Pot along with 3 1/4 cup of water. And this amount is good for no drain potatoes. And water does not have to cover potatoes. That's Instant Pot. And you also want to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt, because when potatoes are cooking, you want to start seasoning them already there. Trust me, there is a difference then versus adding salt at the very end. That's it. All right, so now we close the lid and we cook them on high pressure for 10 minutes. This is the way. So if you have Instant Pot Duo, you press pressure cook and make sure you select high pressure. There is high and low, and 10 minutes, and no start button. It just starts on its own. And if you have locks, I'm using 6-quart Instant Pot locks. You press manual, and again 10 minutes, no start. It just starts going on its own. And always make sure your valve is set to sealing before you press anything, so that way you will not forget to close it. Display will say on, and Instant Pot heating element at the bottom will start slowly heating everything inside the pot, and pressure will start building up. And as it does, you might see a little bit of steam coming out from the pressure release valve. And you do want this pin to pop up. It means Instant Pot is sealed and there is pressure inside. That's when the pin is up. And it is a little bit hard to see this pin up on the Lux model, whereas on Duo it's pink and it's more prominent, like it really stands out. And make sure, it happened to me a few times, that the silicone ring, the sealing ring here, this one, is in here, because that's what seals the Instant Pot. I had my husband, Alex, wash it a few times and I forgot to put it. And that way it starts boiling and you will see steam coming out from around the lid, but it will never come to pressure. So yeah, so that's it, 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, you can release pressure right away, and it's called quick release because there's not a lot of liquid bubbling, so nothing will be spilling out of here. And you just turn the valve from sealing to venting. That's it. So you will know the pressure is down when this pin goes down, and that's when it's safe to open Instant Pot, and it won't let you open until the pin down anyways, so you're totally safe. So now we can open Instant Pot and make mashed potatoes right here. Bayouti. So you see how there is almost no water? Like, it's very little bit, and you can drain it or you can leave it in there. Just a little bit water. I want to show you what happens when you leave the water there. Honestly, it's not a lot of water and it's flavored, so your mashed potatoes should turn out yummy. So now all we have to do is add the ingredients and mash. So I am adding 1 1/4 cup of milk. And the higher percentage of milk you use, the creamier the potatoes will be. I'm using 2%, and I also like to use the whole milk, 3.25%. Then we add 2 tablespoons butter. I've seen recipes with sticks and sticks of butter. I assure you, you don't need that for yummy and creamy mashed potatoes. And as soon as you add butter, kind of starts melting there. Salt, a little bit more salt, and I like to add garlic powder. You can add fresh garlic a little bit, because fresh garlic a little bit, like, it's more pungent, and it depends who you're serving. Sometimes I add fresh garlic if it's only for us and we're not going out after that, but I like to add garlic powder to mashed potatoes because it adds the flavor without being overpowering. And black pepper, I love black pepper. See, I just restocked. I love freshly cracked black pepper. And my husband grew up without any, so it took him about 10 years to adjust. He's good now. Okay. So now we're gonna mash potatoes right in here, and I want you to see my absolutely favorite masher in the whole entire world is from IKEA. I swear I never had the better or the bestest masher ever. I don't know what's with my English today. But this is the best masher because it does have long handle. I even have fancy Jamie Oliver masher with like scooper of the walls, and sorry Jamie. IKEA rules with potato masher. And it's like $5. Oh, it smells so good. I think we're good. Smells amazing. It looks like a cloud. I'm gonna do taste test now. I'm gonna dig into this super soft cloud. Look, so pretty. Should blow. This is so creamy. Using russet potatoes definitely makes all the difference in the world. So fluffy, 10 minutes. So good. Definitely creamy with the whole milk or 2% milk. You don't need a lot of butter, so good. I'll be here. That's the mashed potatoes. And you can make it for Thanksgiving or Christmas. And next week, I don't have something that goes with mashed potatoes, but next week I have a killer Thanksgiving recipe for you to go with the mashed potatoes. So come back next Friday for sure. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this helpful. And if you have any questions or recommendations, comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!